going to do today is we're going to talk about how do we bring our best performance to the test. Well, researchers have been studying something called the ideal performance state for many years. The ideal performance state is a set of personal conditions that set us up for success. And what we want to do in the 48-hour countdown to conquering our test, or the 48-hour countdown to competition, we want to be trying to make sure we're getting ourselves in that ideal performance state. So our ideal performance state is walking two specific balance beams. One is the balance beam between energized and overly nervous, and two is the balance beam between confident and overly confident or cocky. And so when you show up for a test, it's really good to have a little bit of nerves in your stomach, because those nerves probably made you study and keep you focused. But if you're overly nervous or panicked, it's hard to think clearly or remember what you studied. The same thing goes for confidence. We want to show up confident, but we don't want to be so overconfident that we're cocky and we kind of rush through things and miss some key details or lose concentration. So those are the two balance beams that you're trying to walk. The second big piece is to show up with 3 full tanks on the day of performance. The 3 tanks are our knowledge tank, our physical tank, and our emotional tank. Our knowledge tank we can fill by paying attention in class, taking good notes, studying effectively for the test, and self-quizzing. Things that kind of get us prepared. We can also drain our knowledge tank if we spend way too much time cramming or doing something so mentally taxing that we're mentally exhausted on the day of the test. Again, this is why cramming doesn't work very effectively. We want to have our tank on full on the day of the test. Another key tank is the physical tank. Now, our physical tank, we can fill this by getting a good night's sleep in the 2 nights before the test. Research actually shows that if you have a test on Friday, your sleep on Wednesday is more important necessarily than your sleep on Thursday. They're both important, but it may be that your sleep Wednesday is even more important. So make sure you get a good night's sleep the 2 nights before the test in particular. Not that we shouldn't be getting a good night's sleep all the time. And then also our physical tank, we want to get a little bit of exercise. Get out and get moving a little bit. Maybe get out a sweat or even a good workout. However, we don't also want to run a marathon, because being physically exhausted could also interfere with our test. The last part of the physical tank is there are specific brain foods that really enhance our brain function and help us perform better on tests. Things like blueberries and avocados, seeds and nuts, and dark chocolate all are proven brain boosters. So maybe add some of those. My daughter swears by these and has packed a brain food snack bag every single test for many years. And it's worked out pretty well for her. So the last tank is your emotional tank. What you want to do for your emotional tank is you want to be making sure that you are filling yourself with positive emotions. Now, you can do this by thinking about things that you're grateful for, or thinking about things that you're looking forward to. You can also do this by studying and building your confidence or saying positive self-talk to yourself, like, I got this, or I can handle this. Lastly, one of the ways to really keep our emotional tank on full is to use our calming strategies that we've already talked about, to be able to walk it out, talk it out, write it out, or breathe it out when we're starting to feel nervous, to soothe our nerves. These strategies can keep our emotional tank on full. And if we can show up with all three tanks on full, we're much more likely to conquer the test. In the activities in this lesson, you're going to plan your 48-hour countdown to conquering the test so that you can show up with all three tanks on full and dominate your next test.